Hi, so we're making our beautiful Tranquil Tide card first. So it's Tranquil Tide is the card base. We've got a Whisper White layer. We've got Tranquil Tide stamped here. We've got the panel of silver foil, and you've got plenty in your pack to make that. We've got Blackberry Bliss stamped here and Blackberry Bliss in the background, and then just some of the epoxy dots, which are just beautiful. So first things first, your piece of cardstock. Obviously you've got full A4 sheets. So cut it in half and score it in half. Now I like to, I normally cut that way and score the other way, but actually I'm going to do it slightly differently. So cut first, 14.85, and then score at 10.5. And obviously you've got plenty of cardstock to make your cards, so that's my first one done, and you've got plenty left over. So I'm going to pop that to one side. And then I'm going to take my Whisper White, and my layer here is 1/2 centimetre shorter and narrower. So that, I'm going to cut that at 14.25, oh, scoring blade, by 10. So that's going to be my layer that's going to sit over the front. Just like that, so you get the nice even border all the way round. Again, pop that to one side, we're going to come to that. I'm going to cut my silver layer. Now this, and so you've got a 6x6 piece, more than enough to make everything. So your first cut, cut it at 2.5 centimetres, sorry. Do your first cut at 9.5. Because we're going to put that over to one side and get all of our scoring out of the way, and then do it at 2.5, and you're going to need 3 of them for your 3 cards. And it's on one of the other ones, and I can't remember which, it's on the silver one. Sorry, not the silver one, the Blackberry Bliss one, that you're going to need these bits to die cut your filigree floral shapes. But these are the ones that you will need for this card, for this panel here. Okay, move the trimmer. So first things first, the stamping. Beautiful stamp set, absolutely love it and adore it. And it's this one here, which is actually a solid shape. And that's this one. So which block am I going to use? I'm going to use this one, which is a D block. D block is a really, really versatile block. Great size, great shape. Then obviously your Tranquil Tide ink. Let me put my card blank out of the way. And you can see it's sort of coming around the centre. It's going to get mushed up under here. There's going to be a bit of a mess, but you're never going to see it. So the way I like to start, and if you're working with grid paper, aim it roughly in the centre. One at the top, one at the bottom, off to the sides, like that. And you can see we're beginning to get a bit mushed up here. Don't worry, it's all going to get covered over. And obviously each card is going to come out slightly different. There we go. I wonder if I need another bit there. I don't know, we'll have a go. Lovely. Okay, so that's that bit done. So this first card is quite a simple card. And then this panel is going to go straight across there. And how do you get the flag tails? Right, my tip for you with a flag tail, if you don't have a flag tail punch, you cut straight in the middle down to where you would like the centre of your flag to be, and then come from the corner into that centre on the first side and the second side, and you've got a perfect flag. And then do the same. I'm turning it over because I think you can probably see it a bit better against my hands. Perfect flags to go across the middle. Okay, right, so Whisper White. I've given you loads, lots left over. I'm going to do our little bit of stamping here, and that's the centre sentiment. Here's to a season filled with warmth, comfort and good cheer. Love it. And the block I'm going to use for this one is a C block. Again, another really versatile block. Blackberry Bliss. Pop the lid on that. And what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to cut the card base for our Blackberry Bliss one, which we're going to come to next, so that I've got pieces left over. So again, to make 3 cards, you're going to have more than enough. So at the same as we did before, 14.85, and score it at 10.5. Set that off to one side. For our grey granite, we actually have a panel here as well. So I'm going to cut that piece as well. And that is 8 by 12.5. 8 by 12.5. Sorry, it's not 12.5, it's 12.25. And again, you're going to have loads left over. So I'm going to take this panel here. So it's great to do half the job in advance, isn't it? Right, and now we get to do die cutting. So out of this, with all 3 cards, you're going to use every single one of the dies, bar one, and all of the stamps. None of them want to come out though. Stampin' Up should sell this glue, shouldn't they? So the only one we don't actually use is this one here. That's the only one we're not going to use on these 3 projects. We're going to use the rest. Okay, so I have my big shot over here with my magnetic platform. I find that that is definitely the easiest one to use. So more than enough cardstock. So first plate down. That one there. This is a very thin die, so make sure you're getting it the right way up. Another clear platform, not particularly clear, platform on top. And then run it all through the big shot. Potentially thumping the tripod on the way. And then all the pieces are popped out. So that's going to be for more projects that you're going to make. Again, for more projects that you're going to make. Move those out of the way and start putting this all together. So my tip is to put this one onto your card blank. So that's onto there, and then your silver panel across the middle. Stick these ones together. And then dimensionals, love dimensionals for lifting up centre panels. Into the middle, and then the frosted epoxy dots. You're going to get a full sheet of these, so again, more than enough. But mine are obviously well used and well loved. And then just scatter 3 of your choice. So it could be 1 big, 2 small, it could be 3 big, it could be 3 small, whichever you fancy. And then give it a score. And that's the first one done. And obviously you can mix and match with the colours with the other ones, it's up to you. But I really like it. So, thank you very much for joining me with the first one. I'm going to come back to the Blackberry Bliss one. I'm not going to move anything at all off my desk. I'm simply cutting and dropping between videos just because I my video won't let me do more than half an hour, and I don't risk running out in the middle. So I'm going to move on to the next one.